Yo, what up? What's happening? Welcome to the first episode of Outside Looking Inside, Surviving Prison. Go hit that subscribe button, that like button, or the dislike button, whatever your preference, however you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But my name is Myron Phillips. Everybody know me as Fatty. I recently was released from doing a long stretch in prison, and you know, me being home, a lot of people ask me a lot of questions over and over. So I found myself answering the same questions a lot. So I came up with the idea to just make this YouTube channel and put the information out there, my personal experiences in prison. And I want to take it a step further too, as well, by interviewing people that I know that's been incarcerated, that's out now. Some doing good, some doing not so good. Also, I'm gonna have some conversations with people that's still incarcerated via telephone and also through the JPay video visits. So you will be able to see those people, and the phones you'll be able to hear those conversations as well. So I also will be showing you a lot of information on prison recipes as far as food, how to make prison hooch, how to protect yourself in prison. You know, it's just a plethora of information that I have, like I said, from my own personal experience. And I'm going to let a couple other people give you their experiences and their opinions, and also tell you some maybe some crazy prison stories as well. So, like I said, stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay tuned, because it's going to be a lot of information being passed on. Also, if you have loved ones incarcerated, or know somebody that's incarcerated, or you just curious and have your own questions, you can submit those questions to me via email at kingfatty0@gmail.com. That's KINGFATTY, the number 0 @gmail.com. Now, I got a couple questions over here that a few people asked me, and so I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna answer them. There's a few of them real quick. First one is what were your thoughts going in prison? Well, I went in prison when I was young. I went in when I actually went to the district. I was in the district when I was 18. So like 9 days before my 19th birthday, I was arrested. So I sat in the district for those days, and by the time I got to the county, I was 19 years old. So I was young, I was wild, I was in the streets, I was doing a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? From the drugs to alcohol to selling drugs to robbing to, you know, a lot of stuff in the streets. Like, I was really begging to go to prison until it finally happened, you know. But the question was, what were your thoughts when you first went into prison? My thoughts was that I messed up, but I was here. I had a lengthy sentence, and I knew that I had to protect myself. All that I knew about prison was what I seen in movies, American Me, Bad Boys, things of that nature. So my mind was thinking that I was gonna get whistled at, fresh meat, things. And so I went in with a chip on my shoulder. Then I was frail, so I went in with a chip on my shoulder, so I was really wild. I took what I was doing on the street, I took it to the penitentiary, had a little name on the street, and it kind of carried into the penitentiary. So I kind of rode that and did things and was just really over the top when I got to prison. And my name was ringing bells in prison after a while. Move to the next question. Were there ever moments inside that you could show your other side, not just your hardcore side? I think I showed my other side every day with the people that was around me, that I had surrounded myself with. Because I laugh. I'm a cool dude. It's just like, if you with me, it's nothing that I won't do for you. But if you're against me, then it's nothing I won't do to you. Simple as that. And that's just how I was. All right, the next question. How long does it take to make the prison lifestyle your new norm? Well, I could say that I got used to being in prison. I adapted to being in prison, but it wasn't a day that went by that where I didn't want to go home. I always wanted to go home. Every day. Every day I can remember myself saying I want to go home every day. Every single day. Um I didn't always do the things to get me home quick as I could have got home. I was indulging in things that was going on in prison. Like, it's drugs in prison, it's alcohol in prison. Like, it's the stuff that's going on the streets is going on in prison. So I indulged in it. Cell phones, I had it all. Like, I was a part of it all. I made sure that I was a part of it. Like, you can't get down without me getting down. I mean, some of that. You feel me? So um, it was never my new normal. Like, I got used to it. I adapted to it because I was there. I learned how to survive in it, how to live in it. It was all, it was mental for me more than physical. It wasn't physical for me at all. Like, I had fights, I had scuffles, stabbings, everything. I never was stabbed. I was sliced, but you know, but it was mental. It was more mental for me. It was a mental warfare. Mental warfare. I had to keep myself in tune to make sure that I ain't fall victim of what was going on over there with the homosexual side, or what was going over there with the gang members and things like that. Like, I stuck with my own kind. I stuck with my kind. Not saying like black or whatever, just people that was doing what I was doing. People that was doing what I was doing. Like, I made my own lane, basically. And anybody that was in there with me, they could tell you the same thing. Like, no bad papers on me. Rock solid, no shade. Um, how do you remain sane in a chaotic environment? Well, truthfully, I was part of the chaos. So guess that's how I remain sane. A little bit of sanity that I did have. Because to do some of the things that I was doing, I was out of my mind. I was out of my mind. I was young. I was wild. I had a whole bunch of time. I really couldn't see the end. I couldn't see the light of the day. So I really didn't care. I really didn't care in the beginning. In the beginning, it's just a free fall. Whatever I wanted to do, whatever I saw, I grabbed it. I snatched it. I took it. Or break me off. Like, so I really didn't care. Nothing really mattered to me. I was in there, and that's what it was. I mean, I ain't trying to sound all dogmatic or nothing like that, but that's just what it was. That's just really what it was. You know, I've been through Mansfield Correctional. I've been through Richland Correctional Institution. I've been through Lake Erie Correctional Institution, Lebanon Correctional Institution, Lorraine, Grafton. You know what I'm saying? I've been through places. I've been through places, and like, I did time. I did time with real like killers and robbers and murderers and rapists and drug dealers and safecrackers and pedophiles. I mean, you name it. Like, I've been in there. I've been in there, and you know what I'm saying. I stood up tall. I held it down. I held me down. Held me down. So I'm very credible. Um, did you develop family? If so, what was that dynamic like? Um, I guess you could say, yeah, I developed some family. I developed some very, very close friends. Like, when I first got in prison, I didn't see nobody go home from prison till like I was there for like 8 years already before I seen somebody go home. And it was just crazy. Hello? Yeah, it was I was in prison like 8 years before I seen the first person go home. And it really like hit me like, man. You know, it was kind of emotional, and it was a guy that was cool, that I was cool with. He ended up going home and getting murdered. But to get back to the question, yeah, I feel like I developed family. I looked at people as my family, like the older guys that I was around that really gave me game and helped me, and kind of pulled me to the side and tried to help me to get me to calm down. At first, I sit and listen to them, but when they was done talking, I still run off and do what I get in trouble, go to segregation or whatever. But they always used to drop jewels on me, and I mean, for the most part, I sit and listen, but I still will go and do my thing. So I looked to the older dudes, and as years went by, and I got tired of going back and forth to the hole, I started paying attention and seeing that they really wasn't out to hurt me. They was just really out to help me. I started taking their advice more, and it really started helping me. It helped me. It helped me to the point to where I wanted to change. I started going to school, and I eventually got my GED. Started doing programming, you know what I'm saying, finding out my issues and dealing with my issues, my drug issues, my anger issues, my impulsive issues, my impulsive nature. I was real impulsive, but it took a long time and a couple people passing away in my family and me being rejected from being able to leave prison to go and see them off. Those things is what really started to make me transform and want to change my life, as well as I mean, it was a factor of things. I can't get into everything right now because it's too much. But I'll be letting y'all know throughout videos. That's what I'm saying. Subscribe, stick around, and if you have questions, you can hit me on my email. I'll answer them personally right here for you. I'm gonna hop on here, read your questions just like I got these questions. Some people send me these questions. I'm gonna read your questions. I'm gonna answer your questions. If you want me to say your name, I'll say your name. If you got somebody incarcerated that you want me to try to link up with to have a conversation with them, to put it on here, you know, you can send that at KINGFATTY, the number 0 at gmail.com. That's KingFatty0 at gmail.com. So you know, I answer anything. Long as if you ain't getting on, if you serious and you really all that, you know, if you serious, send your questions. I'm gonna answer them, and I'm gonna talk to people that's been incarcerated, that's been through it, that's out now, that can answer your questions. And I also will ask your questions to some people that's still incarcerated over the telephone. I got a whole bunch of people call my phone from prison. And I'll be doing some video visits too, so you'll be able to see them. I'm gonna hook it up back there on the big TV, so you'll be able to see them and you'll be able to see me. I'm asking the questions, you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna be 1,000. So go ahead and subscribe, man. Outside Looking Inside, Surviving Prison. That's what it's about, and stick with me. So let me get back to this other question. This is the last question that I'm gonna read for now. Has there ever been a time you just wanted to give up?